One of the reasons it's amazing that we're all able to gather here today is to really be able to go deeper into what it means to integrate AI into education. Microsoft just released a report where they shared that 66% of leaders and educators are worried about cheating and academic integrity, and cheating is really what has dominated the narrative, and a really big part of that is because we don't know enough about how to design project-based learning and things like that, and once we start to learn those aspects, it becomes a lot easier to realize that when you grade the process and not just the end product, AI is a tool, not something to be feared or something to be worried about. Now, on the flip side of that equation, 54% of students are worried about being accused of cheating. So you can see just all around, it's a very toxic environment where we're either thinking of cheating or thinking of being accused of cheating. So I'm excited that we're here today to learn more about the opportunities for AI in education. This is such an exciting panel. We're here to really amplify these projects and these ideas, mostly because the one thing that we're really passionate about is making sure we do not fall into the substitution trap with AI, right? Yes, we can use AI to do all of these incredible things, but it really is that foundation to be able to power the types of experiences that you're going to be hearing from these incredible panelists today.
I hope I sparked something in your curiosity that makes you want to learn more and give you a snippet of what we're doing. The more we pay attention, the more we begin to realize that all the work we ever do is a collaboration. And AI is a collaborator now. We started looking at how can we effectively collaborate more with our students by bringing in AI as a tool.
The number one reason why I feel like this really matters, especially in today's world, when you look at a piece of paper, or you look at a resume or a cover letter, and it is in the back of everyone's head, like who wrote this, like the AI or the person? And projects really allow you to put yourself, your personality, your skill set, full on display, whether I meet you or not.
Honestly, I was watching what you just said, and I'm like, oh my God, she needs to talk to my daughter.
Well, I'm just really impressed by your ideas. I'm impressed by anyone who has the courage to be able to say something against the grain.
So I really appreciate how we're taking something that we deeply care about, which is like really holistic future education stuff, and then making it easier for teachers to do. So like, mad props to all of you guys.
All right, I'll keep liking your content.
You're amazing.
No, you're amazing.
No, I mean,
thank you
so
for your
much.
content creation and everything. And
Aww.
I'm glad we're able to say hello.
Me too. Me too. That was absolutely fantastic. The energy in the room was just contagious, and I think it really speaks to people want to do more than substitution with AI tools. They want to create projects, they want to design real-world learning experiences, and one of the reasons that's so important is because that's what the workforce is looking for. There's so many of us, we know like how relationships really matter when you go to apply for positions or if you're starting your own business. So being able to take all these projects from a really young age, curate them into a portfolio that you can share out I'm so excited. People are excited about that.
This is your presentation.
Yes. And so did you get everything about the videos?
Yep,
okay,
so all
amazing.
of them should be aligned with, the only question I had was, you said video as slide 29.
So we just did a bunch on projects. Now we are going to look at how teaching and learning with AI is evolving and how teachers are navigating that space, all the way from kindergarten all the way up to higher education. And I'm so excited about this panelist.
So I've been teaching for 30 years, so I'm an expert in curriculum design, lessons plan, student-centered experiences, but I've found ways for AI to kind of give me a lift from the cognitive load of that work. So I always start with that. Trust students, listen to students. I have absolutely no interest in policing students with their AI use or any kind of policing. And I don't have the answer to this, but we have to just keep considering how do we reimagine education. Thanks so much for listening.
When I look at my kindergarteners, I just imagine what world they're going to be in. And I think it's a really exciting time to teach little people. And so I have a really interesting challenge. What can I do now? And I feel very passionately about getting ready.
Being able to showcase and share your work is not only really personal, it takes a lot of practice and comfort in getting used to. So the idea that we can do this with our littles, with or without AI, and teach them the skill set of storytelling of so many different pieces from a young age and keep it private. And as they get older and older and older, we can teach them, okay, this is how you can share these pieces of work in a public setting. And our goal really is, when we work with students, to scaffold them from a private setting into when they reach about high school, I would say about 13, 14, to be able to begin introducing them to LinkedIn.
I'm going to take that back to my administrators. I'm an instructor, by the way. I'm taking that back to my administrators and say, hey, we need this for our student population because this is something that is the now, is the future, and we need to get there.
I believe that artificial intelligence is going to bring us to a place where we learn that there's more than one way to do one thing and there's more than one way to say one thing.
How are you? Possibly was, but okay. All right. Well, so
I've been telling these guys to make the toolkit so that people can watch it and be like, this is. So anytime you guys are ready, I will do this with you. Absolutely. Hello, everybody. We're so excited to have you here. And our panel is really geared around these incredible leaders have really geared a lot of their work around this one particular quote from Don Norman, who I believe is local here to San Diego. But one of the things that he says is a brilliant solution to the wrong problem is worse than no solution at all. So let's solve the right problem.
We were faced with a lot of those challenges. How are we going to change it now? We're going to improve our students performing below average. So using the COVID and this innovative state at the time, ChatGPT was starting to emerge, very new technology. How are we going to leverage this to do things different? How are we going to teach different? How are we going to learn different? And how are we going to lead different?
But AI is just a component of this bigger picture of innovation. What does this mean? Because our charge, right, is specific to teaching and learning. What does this now mean for the future of teaching and learning in Santa Ana? And so Bianca and I sought out to bring this work in collaboration with Sabba, so Sabba's over in the corner somewhere, and we started what was we called the AI design group. And so we were thinking through AI guidance. We were thinking through what apps can we start playing with and showcasing to staff, to kids.
What if we start conducting empathy interviews and we identify early adopters, everybody across the district, every single level, teachers, coaches, specialists, assistant principals, district leaders, talented level members, and we start to create this innovation catalyst collective who will be doing innovative work in Santa Ana. Again, us being authentically human and those durable skills will undergird everything in generative AI.
Thank you and wish you the best of luck in this work. It is not easy work, but thank you for joining us here today. And thank you to our incredible panelists for sharing. So you can see just how popular and in demand this topic really is, as so many leadership teams across organizations really grapple with how to integrate AI. And this session was really all about leveraging design thinking. And the reason we leverage and really advocate for design thinking is because of empathy. One of our core values at Designing Schools is that cultures of innovation begin with a culture of empathy. And that human-centered approach allows you to really draw in with your community, what are they excited about, but also what are their fears and what do they need support with. And it was amazing to be able to hear from this selection of panelists who were able to share with us how it is that they are using a design thinking approach to AI integration. And so tomorrow is even more. We're really excited to do our keynote on are people irreplaceable or irrelevant in the world of AI? So we'll share more tomorrow. So we are here for day 2 of the ASU Air Show, and it's going to be a continuation. I think what's always great about day 2 is people are excited. They've kind of got their feet wet, they're kind of hearing things, they know more people. And today we are also going to do our keynote, me and Tom Vander Ark, to talk about why we believe educators are irreplaceable and why they're the ones who are going to shape and lead the future. Okay. Well, we are here today because if you are reading the news, one of the things that you have likely heard is that 46% of students feel threatened by artificial intelligence, and 52% of students are really questioning how ready they are for the world they're about to walk into. Well, what about for all the people who are here? Maybe I'll grow up to be just like them because they're here learning about AI, and maybe I'll just become a teacher.
You don't think that'll be automated?
Well, if I wanted to be a teacher, I don't think AI could replace me because we have seen so many different AI applications. I know it can do lesson plans, but as a teacher myself, I know I do so much more than what AI generates.
We saw in the exhibition hall lots of ways that AI can support teachers, but I don't think anybody out there was talking about replacing teachers.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
What are the things that are going to make teachers irreplaceable? What skills are going to be more important than ever?
We're going to ask you guys to go ahead and share with us what you believe makes educators irreplaceable. First and foremost, as many of you just shared in that poll, we are the ones who spark that little thing within them, which is their interest, that is their passion, that is their skill set. And we teach them, this is something that you have inside of you, and this is who you can become.
You know, another part of Spark, I think, is opportunity recognition. It's helping students see a problem or find a problem worth solving.
Absolutely.
So that's going to be an important skill, maybe more important than ever.
And one really big differentiator that we hope many of you are taking home today is that there's so much work that we no longer have to do alone. Because when we make AI tools members of our team, we get to finally delegate some of that work to them. Because at the end of the day, as educators, we are advocates not only for our students and ourselves, but for our profession. You know, the research of Eric Hanishek shows that changing education isn't just about teaching and learning, it's really an economic imperative. Educators, his research shared, are wealth creators because of the students we prepare.
I want to add to this one. What I think is most important for community leaders and for ed leaders is to advocate a sense of possibility. We're entering this new period in history where young people that are in high school and college right now have more opportunity to add value, to deliver value to their community, to take on real work using smart tools and deliver to make their community better now, not preparing to do it in the future, but to do it now.
And there really is no other profession, unless somebody has one, that touches the lives of every single person in the next generation.
Hey, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
We hope that you shape and lead with AI. We appreciate you for being here. Thank you, Sabba.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, guys. So it's always so incredible when you get to do something with a mentor of yours and somebody you look up to and admire, and I really, really, really admire Tom Vander Ark, who is the CEO of Getting Smart. It's an amazing blog. But one of the things we just did was share our vision for why we believe educators are irreplaceable, but also why they are going to be the ones to shape and lead the future. You know, one of the hardest things about a conference, you come, you learn all these amazing things, and then you go back to your day-to-day. And today, I want to be able to invite you to join our online community, the AI Bootcamp. It is a hybrid online course, but there is also an incredible community of practitioners who are learning AI, applying AI. We meet together twice a month online, so you can join us from anywhere in the world to come and keep your learning about not just AI going, but what it means for you and your future of work. And maybe you're wondering, why should you come join the AI Bootcamp and learn with me? I'm Dr. Sabba Quidwai, and in 2021, I quit my job at Apple to teach people the skills and mindsets that are going to make them irreplaceable in a world with AI using a very specific method called design thinking. I've been researching this topic for the last 10 years, and when ChatGPT first came out, I knew this was something that I had to do, and I'm so excited to bring you the methods, the mindset, and the skills that are going to make you irreplaceable in a world with AI.